English translation. Fully digital and semi-digital hot melt recyclable anchor cable final version I. National policy orientation. Aligning with the general trend of intelligent construction and green development. Currently, China is vigorously promoting the implementation of policies relating to intelligent construction, digital housing and urban-rural development, the lifelong accountability system for project quality, and green and low-carbon construction. Multiple central authorities have successively issued official documents clarifying that new technologies and products featuring built-in intelligent sensing, automatic full-process data collection, cloud traceability supervision, as well as eco-friendly recyclability with no underground residues shall be prioritized and promoted in the fields of geotechnical anchorage, deep foundation pits, slope support, and underground engineering. Key government projects, state-owned enterprise infrastructure works, and intelligent construction demonstration projects across the country have set increasingly stringent requirements for visualized construction processes, traceable data, controllable quality, and long-term durability. The fully digital and semi-digital hot melt recyclable anchor cables fully comply with the top-level national development strategies of intelligent construction, green low-carbon initiatives, and whole-life project quality management, making them the preferred upgraded product for the current anchorage industry. 2. Product classification and engineering proportion rules. 1. Definition of two product types. Fully digital anchor cable. Equipped with internal anchorage force measurement system, high-temperature resistant hot melt heating wires and sensing wires, factory laser marking for whole-life traceability, full process data storage, data distribution via the 5-party responsibility entity app, and solar-powered wireless cloud online monitoring. Semi-digital anchor cable, without built-in internal anchorage force sensing modules. Adopts integral customized factory production and tail laser marking for full lifecycle traceability. Featuring simplified configuration and strong adaptability, it satisfies the requirements of conventional general engineering projects. 2. Gradient proportion for different projects. General ordinary projects. 1% to 3% fully digital anchor cables plus 97% to 99% semi-digital anchor cables. Conventional municipal and highway slope projects 2%到5%, fully digital anchor cables 加95%到98% semi-digital anchor cables. High slope, large anti-flotation and first-class risk key projects 5%到10%, fully digital anchor cables 加90%到95% semi-digital anchor cables. Special major risk projects. The proportion of fully digital anchor cables can be further increased according to the safety level of the project. Adopting a reasonable combined layout of fully digital and semi-digital anchor cables, matched with professional technical services and value-added guarantees. The system can be flexibly adapted to actual on-site working conditions of various projects. 3 core technical differences 和 quality standards. 1. Internal anchorage quality, efficiency coefficient, and underground service life. The current technical specification for application of recyclable rock bolts stipulates that an anchorage efficiency coefficient of 70% for internal anchorages is regarded as qualified, and the conventional buried service life shall not exceed 2 years. Our internal control standard specified in the technical specification for hot melt recyclable rock bolts is far higher. The internal anchorage efficiency coefficient is strictly controlled at 95%. The overall structure adopts IP68 fully sealed waterproof and anti-corrosion design with a designed guaranteed underground buried service life of up to 5 years, exceeding the requirements of current general specifications. It is highly adaptable to complex construction scenarios including project suspension, phased construction, prolonged construction cycles, and extended service periods. The anchorage bearing capacity and hot melt unlocking and recycling function remain stable and reliable under long-term underground buried environments. 2. Structural technology and recycling performance. Conventional threaded twisted anchorages, subject to limitations on anchor cable length. Once slurry leakage occurs in the borehole, cement slurry will penetrate into thread gaps and cause permanent jamming. greatly increasing recycling difficulty or even resulting in non-recoverable failure. Our integrated hot melt structure, high-temperature resistant heating wires and sensing wires are arranged on both sides of the PE structural layer with hot melt unlocking technology, free from anchor cable length restrictions. Special non-bonded isolation grease is filled inside the steel strands, and matched integral holding jacks are adopted for recycling operations, achieving extremely low susceptibility to slurry leakage. With proper wire protection during construction, the consolidated cement slurry will further strengthen circuit protection in the later stage. The scientific structural design enables 100% complete recovery and reuse of anchor components. 3. Raw material quality description. All supporting steel strands for our fully digital and semi-digital anchor cables are custom produced with brand new original factory authentic raw materials. The core advantage of the hot melt unlocking recycling process is the integral removal and recovery of anchor cables, which completely eliminates underground permanent structural obstacles. Recovered steel strands shall not be reused in anchorage projects of the same grade. If reutilized, they will be downgraded and sold as recycled raw materials for processing springs, hardware products, and other applications, realizing genuine green construction and low-carbon circular utilization. SIT. Core Technical Advantages vs. Korean Twisted Thread Recyclable Anchors. 1. Fundamentally different structural principles. Korean twisted pull-type recyclable anchors adopt a pure mechanical thread meshing structure with no built-in force measuring units, no sensing configuration, and no automatic data collection function. The whole process relies on manual operation, empirical judgment, and manual form filling without original, objective, and traceable stress data. Our product adopts an integrated hot melt structure with an optional built-in force sensing system, possessing both mature and reliable recyclability and digital online sensing capability, forming an obvious technical generation gap compared with conventional products. 2. Superior anti-slurry leakage capability and recycling stability. The biggest defect of Korean threaded structures is permanent jamming once cement slurry penetrates and consolidates inside thread gaps, leading to difficult rotation, high recycling failure rate, and no effective on-site remedies. Our hot melt structure relies on no thread engagement for force bearing or unlocking, delivering outstanding anti-slurry interference performance, unrestricted by consolidated slurry or anchor length. It features far higher recycling success rate and long-term stability than traditional twisted anchors. 3. Essential differences in quality management mode. All traditional anchor cables and Korean recyclable anchors lack electronic automatic data recording. Construction, tensioning, testing, and acceptance fully depend on manual notification, hierarchical reporting, and post-event form supplementation, resulting in distorted information, manual intervention risks, and untraceable whole processes. Our products support factory laser marking to achieve one unique code per component for lifelong traceability, together with automatic cloud data storage. The full life cycle data of production, construction, and stress status of every single anchor can be tracked and verified, realizing standardized and transparent quality management. 4. Outstanding sealing, anti-corrosion, and durability performance. Conventional threaded recyclable anchors lack professional sealed anti-corrosion design, resulting in limited service life under long-term water immersion and underground erosion. Equipped with I-Parkplatz 6 Act full sealed protection, together with the Fun Nunzig % anchorage efficiency internal standard and 5-year underground design life, our products show prominent advantages in waterside areas, soft soil strata, and humid corrosive working conditions. Live real-time transmission of basic tests, synchronous online visibility for the 5-party responsibility entities. All traditional anchor cables and twisted recyclable anchors on the market cannot realize real-time synchronous display of test procedures. The whole process relies on on-site manual recording, oral notification, and hierarchical reporting, a typical manual information transmission mode with delayed data, non-public procedures, and high risk of artificial data modification. Our fully digital anchorage system supports live broadcast-style real-time transmission of the entire on-site basic test process. Tension, stress, displacement variation, and full process curves are automatically uploaded wirelessly to the cloud platform. The 5 participating parties developer, design institute, geological survey institute, supervision company, and construction contractor can view the whole dynamic process synchronously anytime and anywhere via mobile apps. The original data is tamper-proof, the procedure is open and impartial, and all records are permanently archived. This fundamentally subverts the traditional industry mode of manual information transfer and post-supplemented documents. Big data accumulation to drive overall upgrading of China's anchorage industry. Based on massive project applications covering various regions, stratum conditions, and engineering types nationwide, we continuously accumulate original big data, including stratum anchorage parameters, long-term stress evolution rules, pre-stress loss characteristics, and recycling performance. This gradually establishes an independently developed domestic anchorage engineering database. Mass authentic engineering data is applied to continuously optimize product structure, material selection, construction techniques, and design parameters, promoting the upgrading of industrial specifications and technical standards. It leads the domestic anchorage industry to transform from traditional experience-based construction to a new era of data-driven design, intelligent monitoring, and standardized management. Breaking away from long-term reliance on foreign pure mechanical anchorage technology, we have established an independent, complete, and credible fully digital anchorage technology system, driving high-quality iterative development of the entire industry. 我已严格按照